We use a map to find our way from where we are to where we want to be. And we might have a paper map, or it might be on our phone. In that same way, though, we create mental maps that chart how we see ourselves, how we see other people, and how we see the world that we live in. Every time we experience something or learn something, it goes into our map, and our map tells us what we expect to find. When we have an experience, we compare it to our map. So we might see what we're expecting, in which case we generally know what to do. Sometimes things happen we're not expecting. So with our paper map, we might be expecting to see a bridge and a river. When we get there, oh, it's not there. When we don't find what we expect, we have to reassess the situation. What happened? Maybe the map is wrong. Maybe I'm just misreading it. Maybe it's an old map. When our map doesn't match, we have to decide what to do about it. Do I change my beliefs, or do I find another way to explain what doesn't seem to fit? So we're constantly comparing our situation to the map that we have so we can understand what we're looking at and how to make sense of it. Our past experience tells us if we think something is safe and pleasant or painful and dangerous. Is this somebody I should trust? Is this somebody I should be wary of? All our beliefs and values are written into our map, and the map tells us what we think is the good and right thing to do and what is wrong and should be avoided. Inevitably, there's going to be errors in our map. It was largely built when we were young and didn't really understand the world we were in. If an adult told us something, we believed it, even if it was wrong. We sometimes make incorrect assumptions about how we think the world is, and when we get it wrong, we're probably going to make a wrong decision. When we act from a faulty map, we make mistakes. Now, I have the map that I've created for myself, and you have the map you've created for yourself. Now, if our maps are similar, we will probably get along quite well. But if there's significant differences, we might find it hard. Groups and communities have a map, because as a group, people come together and create an agreement about how to see and make sense of the world. And that group will have rules, written and unwritten, that will outline what is okay and what is not. People will know what is expected of them and what is unacceptable. So a political party is a map. It's a way to see and understand the world. It makes some assumptions and builds a picture of the world based on those assumptions. In the same way, a religion is a map. A community is a map. A culture is a map. We have a New Zealand map that tells us about ourselves, how we see ourselves as a nation and what we value. Within that map, there's a Māori map, a gender map, a youth map, an old people's map. All these maps interact with each other. We automatically absorb the New Zealand cultural map and make it a part of who we are. Because we all hold a similar map, we can talk to each other in ways that make sense. But just as our personal map has errors, so does our cultural map. We have a conflicted history which has been written into our minds. They remain as challenges for us to resolve so that we might become better citizens and a more caring, supportive nation where we respect each other and work together for the good of everyone.